This is a story of a mother who never gave up. She drove a taxi day and night to feed her two daughters. Cold night. Everything changed in 1 second. Let's begin the story. My name is Laura. I am 33 years old. I live in Chicago, Illinois. I am a mother of two lovely daughters. Their names are Emily and Lucy. They are my whole life. I wake up for them. I work for them. I breathe for them. Without my daughters, my life has no meaning. Life was never easy for me. When I was very young, my mother passed away. I grew up without her love. I felt alone most of the time. Later I got married. I believed my life would become happy. I believed I would have a family, but I was wrong. When my younger daughter was still a baby, my husband left us. He walked away mourning and never came back. He did not call, he did not send money, he did not ask about his children. It was like we never existed. From that day, I became a single mother. I had no parents, no brothers, no sisters. I had no one to help me. I did everything alone. We lived in a very small apartment. The rooms were tiny, but it was our home. Every month I worried about rent. Every night I worried about the future. I did not go to college. I did not have a good education. I searched for work, but no one wanted to hire me. Finally, I became a taxi driver. I did not own the car. I rented it every month. Before earning money, I already had to give money away. I drove all day and sometimes all night. I drove when I was tired. I drove when my body hurt. I drove when my heart felt heavy. Some people were kind passengers, some were rude, some paid honestly, some tried to cheat. But I never stopped working. I worked because my daughters needed food. I worked because they needed clothes. I worked because rent did not wait. At night, when my girls were asleep, I sat beside them. I touched their hair. I kissed their small foreheads. I whispered, "I love you. I will never give up." One winter evening, I was driving my daughters home. The night was dark. Cold rain fell from the sky. The road was slippery, the car heater was broken. "Mom, I'm cold," little Lucy said softly. "I know, sweetheart," I replied. "We will be home soon." My hands were shaking on the steering wheel. The street was quiet. Then suddenly, bright lights came toward us. I heard a loud sound. Pain filled my body. Everything went black. When I opened my eyes, I saw a white ceiling. I smelled medicine. I heard machines. I was in a hospital. My body hurt badly. My head felt heavy. Then I remembered the accident. My daughters. I tried to say, "Where are my daughters?" A nurse came close and held my hand. She spoke gently. "Please rest," she said. "Your children are safe. They are here." Tears ran down my face. Soon the door opened. Two small girls ran to me. "Mom," they cried. They hugged me tightly, and I cried with them. The doctor came later. His face was serious. "You broke your leg," he said. "You need surgery. You must rest for many weeks." Fear filled my heart. I could not work. I could not drive. How would I pay rent? How would I feed my children? Then I remembered the taxi. The rented car was destroyed. The owner asked for $1. I had nothing. I covered my face and cried. The next day, something surprising happened. Someone shared my story online. People read about my life. They saw pictures of my daughters. Kind strangers started sending help. Messages and small donations came from many places. One evening my phone rang. A calm male voice spoke.
"I heard your story," he said.
"I want to help you." I felt nervous.
"Who are you?" I asked.
"You will know soon," he replied. 2 days later, several people came to the hospital. They brought flowers. They brought warm jackets for my daughters. A young man walked in. He had a gentle smile and kind eyes. He sat beside me.
"You don't know me," he said.
"But I know your story."
"Why do you want to help me?"
I asked. He smiled softly. "Because I can." A few days later, all my hospital bills were paid. I did not owe anything. I cried from relief. But that was not the end. One afternoon they took me and my daughters to a new place. It was a beautiful house, big windows, warm rooms.
"This is your home now," they said.
I could not believe it. My legs felt weak. I fell to my knees and cried. My daughters hugged me and cried too. "Is this real?" I whispered. "Yes," they answered. "It is real." Later, the young man asked me one question. "What is your biggest dream?" I wiped my tears and spoke. "I want to open a small grocery store." He smiled. "Then we will do it." Months later, I stood inside my own store. Shelves were full. Fresh food was everywhere. Customers smiled at me. I was no longer just a tired taxi driver. I was a shop owner. I was strong. One evening, I invited the man for dinner. My daughters helped cook. Emily placed flowers on the table. Lucy made a drawing that said thank you. When the man arrived, my daughters hugged him. I walked forward with tears in my eyes. I tried to kneel, but he stopped me. "You owe me nothing," he said. "Just live happily." That night, my daughters and I prayed for him. Today I wake up in my own home. I kiss my daughters. I open my store. I smile again. Because sometimes one kind person can change a whole life. The story teaches us, even when life is hard, staying strong and loving your family brings hope. Kind people still exist, and one act of kindness can change a whole life. Let's learn a new word, resilient. It means staying strong when life is difficult. For example, Laura is resilient because she kept working for her daughters. If you found this story helpful, please like and subscribe.